If you're thinking about moving to Eureka, you really need to understand all of its areas and what each part of town actually has to offer, and that's exactly what we're going over in this video. And we're going to be hitting several key spots so you know exactly what you'll have access to if you end up living here. We're starting off here on Main Street, one of the main hubs for Eureka residents, and I'm going to show you some of the places that's been calling our family here for decades. Eureka is where you get the small town feel, but with the big time amenities. You've got things like Six Flags right up the road, Hidden Valley Ski Resort within 10 minutes away, with single family homes being priced at around $300,000 and anything under $250,000 being hard to find. And on top of that, you are in the Rockwood School District, and that contains Eureka High School right here in town. Rockwood is consistently ranked one of the top school districts in the entire state of Missouri. I've spent half of my life in and around Eureka. My mom would literally drop us off at Six Flags for entire spring breaks because it was in our backyard. We also, got chickens from Dicky Bubs. We'd go to local events like festivals or, parades on Main Street. And now, as a real estate agent, I get to help other families do the exact same thing. Not just buy a home, but build a life here. I'm Jonathan, your St. Louis real estate agent, and in this video, I'm going to show you what it's actually like to live in Eureka. From parks and things to do, the rec center, the most sought after neighborhoods, the top 3 new construction communities, and a property tax tip that could save you thousands so you know exactly what you're getting into. But first, let me show you some of the main reasons people love spending time here in Eureka. Starting with the parks. Currently, we're at Lions and Legion Park, which sit right next to each other. You've got baseball fields, playgrounds, and nice walking or biking trails throughout both of them. And then it leads into Drool Park, which is one of Eureka's most top-rated parks. Drool Park has huge playgrounds, picnic areas, pickleball, basketball courts, and walking trail throughout the woods. Just somewhere definitely you need to take your family. And just a short drive from here, you've got Six Flags St. Louis. It's been here my entire life, but it just got sold this year, but it's said to be getting new investment under new ownership, which is a big deal. You've got roller coasters, water parks, and they do seasonal events like their famous Fright Fest. And then you've got the Merrimack River, which runs through Eureka. Something that is definitely not for everyone, but was a big part of my life growing up here. Growing up here, my family would always go on float trips, you'd go kayaking or fishing, and we would basically go at least once every year. But it can definitely feel a little bit too much country for some people. Don't ask my wife's side of the family. I brought them on the trip, and they're not used to, maybe currents, some trees in your path after a flood. So yeah, just take that to note. But obviously, if you want a more safer and controlled swimming area for you and your family, Eureka has a rec center that you need to check out. It's basically mimics a YMCA with everything you could need, so let's go check it out. We're now at the Timbers of Eureka, which is the main recreational center for the city, and it is huge for families that live here. You've got an outdoor pool with a splash pad for the kids, slides, and a lazy river. And then for the indoor, activities, you got an entire gym, weights, cardio. You've got your courts for pickleball, basketball, a walking track, pretty much everything you would expect at a really good YMCA. Memberships are usually more affordable than private gyms, and it's being well maintained by the city. And if you have kids, this place can be a game changer, from summer camps, swimming lessons, to sport lessons. And as well, I think there's a program you can get into where they will watch your children while you're working out, while you're doing all of these activities here. And last thing about the Timbers, it's surrounded by a free walking trail, mountain bike trails, bird watching area, and also a mountain bike jumping area. They got ramps and stuff throughout, which I've never seen before. So now we've looked at what you can do for fun, where your family can actually hang out, and activities to do, but now we need to talk about healthcare, which is key. And then after that, we're gonna go into the top sought after neighborhoods. So let's get into it. And for your medical needs, you're covered. SSM Healthcare, St. Clair Hospital in Fenton is just 10 to 15 minutes up I-44. Highly rated for emergency services, orthopedics, and family care. I can vouch personally, I broke my back due to a car accident, and they had top-notch service without the large city waiting times. Now let's go and check out where people actually live, starting off with the most sought after neighborhood in Eureka. Currently we're in the Legends, one of the most sought after and in demand neighborhoods in Eureka. It's in the center of Eureka to where you get 3 access points to the highway, and that gives you just quick access to, shopping, dining, the schools, parks, and everything you could possibly need. This is an insanely large golf course community with strong amenities. I mean, you've got people with side-by-sides, tons of golf carts, and then as well at the community center right behind me, right back there, you got pools, playgrounds people are playing on. Right across the street, you have tons of people right now that are hitting tees off into the golf course. Just so many things in this giant neighborhood. Typically, these homes are going to be larger on larger and nicer lots, and are going to be in that $500,000 to $1 million price point just because of how amenity rich it is. All right, so from the Legends, we're going to be heading over to one of our most affordable new construction communities for my, first-time home buyers or the move-up buyers. And then at the end of that, I'm going to give you a tax tip that could possibly save you thousands. So let's get into it. First up, out of the new construction homes in the, furthest out community that we're going to be touring, also the newest construction community out of the 3 is Fox Run by McBride Homes. This is a golf course dominant neighborhood. I mean, growing up, this was only golf courses and 2 buildings where they throw events like weddings, where I've filmed in the past. But besides that, homes here are starting out at that advertised $270,000 mark and ranging to that $400,000 mark. It's great if you want Rockwood schools, that golf course, feel, while still staying on more of a budget friendly, for newer construction. You'll see that mix of 3 to 4 bedroom, open concept ranch and 2-story homes that with that clean and modern look that home buyers are looking for right now. From Fox Run, we are just a few minutes away from one of the most sought after and popular new build communities, and that is Windswept Farms. And Windswept Farms is one of the most active new construction communities in Eureka right now. You've got homes starting in the low 330,000s up to 600,000 for those more premium floor plans and elevations. There you'll be seeing 3 to 4 bedroom homes with the 1,500 to 3,000 square feet, open layout, more modern, with bigger garages and more energy efficient features. Then right around the corner, right from Windswept Farms, you got our last new construction community on our list, Polo Grounds. Here, a lot of homes currently sit at a minimum of $450,000 to $550,000. You'll get larger home sites, newer construction, and more of that luxury suburban feel. Now, here's the big thing that a lot of people don't realize. All 3 of these new construction communities sit right over the Merrimack River or right over the county lines into Jefferson County. That means you get lower Jefferson County property taxes instead of paying the St. Louis property taxes, while still paying into the Rockwood School District, so you can send your kids there as well. And the other thing that could save you thousands that no home builders are going to be telling you is you do not have to go tour these new construction homes alone. I've been a real estate agent for 2 years now, and I haven't had a buyer pay my commission. The builder pays that. So whether it's Fox Run, Polo Grounds, or Windswept Farm, any new construction in the area, don't hesitate to reach out, as you need a real estate agent in your corner who knows the legal limits, who knows what to look at, and make sure you get the best bang for your buck. And guess what? No cost to you, as it's completely paid by the builder. On top of that, even though all of these new, construction communities are in Jefferson County, you are still within 10 to 15 minutes from everything you can need. Remember, Six Flags, Hidden Valley Ski Resort, all of the shopping, all of the eating needs, just basically everything you could possibly want. Now let's get into everyday life, from shopping and events. At the I-44 exit into Eureka, one of the mini shopping areas, you've got Schnucks, Panera Bread, an electric car charger, which is honestly one of the main reasons I find myself stopping there a lot. Back on Main Street, you've got many family-owned restaurants, coffee shops, bakeries, and boutique shops. If you guys come down here and visit, one you'll definitely have to check out that my family's been coming to for decades is Joe Bacardi's. They are an Italian restaurant that serves an amazing St. Louis styled pizza. You'll see parades, small festivals, and community events throughout the year. It's really the heartbeat of the town. And then more activities, you have Brookdale Farms with wedding venues, concerts, hot air balloon events, Lantern Fest. There is almost always something going on within about 10 to 15 minute drive. Now that you've got a feel for the lifestyle, what your weekends can look like, and your day-to-day, let's finish up with schools. And one thing I really want you to know about flooding in the area. Eureka is part of the Rockwood School District, which gets consistently an A rating and also ranks among the best districts in Missouri and nationally in some rankings. If schools is a top priority on your list, Eureka is a main draw for a lot of people for that reason alone. Also, I want to be transparent about one thing. Back in 2015, my family actually lost our entire home due to a major flood that impacted a lot of Eureka and the surrounding areas. We literally had a rescue boat come and pick us up. I'm not gonna get into it a lot now, but I just want you to know I'm gonna put a flood map in the description below, just so you guys know kind of the low-lying areas. And it was a super rare event, like 100-year type flood. But if you guys are looking in any low areas, just know, or just have that map to look at so you know it hasn't been hit before. So to wrap up the small town with big time amenities, you got things like Six Flags, Hidden Valley Ski Resort, top rated parks, Rockwood School District, and then you got the top 3, new construction communities in Jefferson County for those property tax savings. If you're comparing Eureka to other places around the St. Louis area, trying to figure out what fits your family best, my main goal is to do that. Help families relocate. So whether it's in 9 days or 9 months, feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, and I would love to make your move as smooth as possible. With all that being said, I hope to see you around town.